What's up, ladies and gentlemen? chuckfinleLP here with Let's Play Shining Force: Legacy of Great Intention, Part 28. We are here outside of, I honestly don't remember what this town is called, to be right off the top of my head, but we're in between that town and Dragonia, and we have two new enemy types. The Dullahan, it does say Durahan, but I'm not sure. I haven't heard a set reason. I believe it's because the Japanese translators couldn't get the L, so they just said the R, Durahan, but it's actually called a Dullahan, as I just said. A broadsword, this new sword that is the newest sword that we can get. We cannot get it off of him, but Max can get one in the next fight. Max, Amon, and Balboroy are the only people who can use those, as I said. After the middle sword, Gort and Luke can no longer use swords, so HP of 22, attack of 39, defense of 28, movement of 5, agility of 13. At this point, it shouldn't be too bad because of the way my people are leveled up. But if you haven't leveled up your people the way that they are, that I have now, he can hurt quite a bit. He can kill one shot most of your mages and healers, and he is very hard to kill, so you'll want to use magic to try and weaken him quite a bit. And then we have the High Priest, heal level 4, that's the biggest thing right off the bat. HP of 20, MP of 33, attack of 13, not too bad, defense of 14, not too bad, movement of 6, agility of 13. Still got the Holy Staff, but doesn't have that equipped. We cannot get the Holy Staff, so we won't. If you do have another Vicer with you, we won't be able to get that. You can see he doesn't have the Holy Staff equipped either. But we've already seen the Master Mage, but he does have an attack of 7, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. And then we will see some new enemy types appear once you get so far into the map but we'll worry about those when we get to it. But now I do want to correct myself on something that I said in the previous video. I was, if you remember, I had found Lyle and had him join my team, but he is not in my party, and he will not be in my party, even though I probably should get him, because he does start out with level 8, and you do have to promote him. But once you promote him and get him a few levels into his promotion, he becomes leaps and bounds better than Diane. He does have the movement of a knight, so he doesn't have the ability to move all over the map like Diane or Hans would, but he has the defense of a knight as well. And especially once you get further on into the game and continue leveling him up, he will gain more and more levels. Alright, his defense will get higher and higher, to the point where he will act just like a knight, where you could put him into the front lines and would be able to use him more efficiently than you could, say, Diane or Hans. But that is the problem. He does start out as level 8, and at this point in the game, I almost decided to go ahead and egress from this fight off screen and try and use him. But at this point in the game, and right now, it's not just we're at a point in the game where you can't power level anymore. There are a handful more power leveling fights. Right now, I'm trying to see who needs to level up. Mostly Gong and Xylo, but I won't be using either of them for much longer, so I'm not too concerned with it. I will be using, probably could go ahead and get rid of Xylo for Lyle, or no, Gong for Lyle. So, like I said, I'm not going to be using towards the end game. I'm not going to be using either of these characters anymore, so I'm not going to really worry about them as much. I'll still have them attack and heal as needed, but I'm not going to be using them as much anymore. So I need to look around. What I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to look around and see who needs to attack. I know Tao can get up there and can do some damage, and she needs to. Definitely. So I'll have her. She'll kill one of these if I do a blaze level a Blaze level 3, or she'll kill both of them if I do a Blaze level 3, so I'll just do a Blaze level 2, and I'll have May or Ernest, whoever gets up there first, deal some damage, or even Gort or Luke. It really just depends on who gets up there first. Like, Max doesn't need to, but I would go ahead and have him attack somebody if he needed to. I might not have Gort or Luke do that, but like I was saying, he, that is actually very, very useful to go ahead and try and use him. But as I was saying, he does have the ability, the movement of a knight, and the next 3 fights, well, I guess this fight and the fight after the next fight are, well, I'll just show you the map. We'll be starting from, I think we'll be starting from here again. Once we have to go back to this town again, and then we'll come down here. We'll go through this path down around to this section here. It doesn't have anything right there right now, but once we go to Dragonia, go back to this town, come back out, then something will appear down there. And you can see all of this is mountains and forests for pretty much the entire way. It's level 30, or no, not level 30, but a 30 terrain effect the entire way. And so our knights are going to suffer enough as it is going through that. And I can't afford to be slowed down by another knight character, even though it would be a archer, and because he does have the elven arrow at this point, he would be able to do quite a bit of damage, at this point with the elven arrow. But because of the mountains and forests and the high grass and all that, it's just not worth it, to be totally honest. I could probably bring him into the next fight, and then the fight in let me see how to put that. The fight after we come out here the second time, once we have to go all the way south, I could probably bring him into that fight, and in this next fight, and power level him off of the people there. But it's just not worth it, to be totally honest, to me, and I won't even be using him in game well. I would be getting rid of Diane. I just thought about that. I'd be getting rid of Diane in place of Lyle. Domingo doesn't need to do anything. He's level 8. Well, I guess everyone could be kind of classified as level 8. Well, I'll just have you don't need to do it. You don't need to do it. I don't know. I might have Tao do it, just because she's going to be pretty useless in this next section. Yeah, Ernest doesn't need to do it, so I'll just move him out here and prepare, because I'm kind of getting into that point where the next set of enemies are going to trigger, and I need to be prepared for that. I don't remember exactly where they spawn at, and I need to be careful and not put my weaker people in harm's way, but I may have already. But you can still see Xylo has his movement, thankfully. But that's about all he's got at this point. So yeah, you know that's why I'm just not gonna use Lyle. It's if I would have got him in prompt, it would have been a lot easier because I could have just uh, uh, used him in the ring refight, and I could have power leveled off of the ring refight. But like I said, at this point, it's just not worth it. Especially with the next fight, it's a kind of important fight, almost to the point where it's not even worth power leveling, because you would have to do it so early in the fight, and you have to egress and then come back out, then come back again and keep doing it over and over. And I would have to do it. It's going to be a lot worse than Ernest, because I'd have to get him to level 14, then promote him, and then still I'd have to drag him up to level 4 or level 5 or whatever I guess it would be level 5. And so you see Master Mage, 3 Master Mages, and I want to say, yeah, I was gonna say 3 Worms. And then once we get up a little bit farther into the mountains, I believe Xylo is actually where that far in, and that's the trigger point. But once we get, I think, 2 squares into the mountains, we'll see a new enemy type. But we do need to be careful. Thankfully, we haven't taken a whole lot of damage. The artillery, we were thankfully very easy. Were very easy to kill, and we didn't take any damage from them. So this section, it won't hurt us too bad, or at least that's what I'm hoping. Yeah, I think if I can't get a healer, or if I can't start killing these. Wow, he missed an opportunity. I'm not complaining, but he did miss an opportunity. Alright, Ernest, I'll equip the Power Spear on him. I don't want him to kill anything, but I'm kind of at that point right now where I need to kill anything that could potentially kill my weaker people that just took quite a bit of damage. But yeah, just to kind of wrap up my Lyle thing, I've been kind of going on with that for a while, but well, that's why I'm not going to use Lyle. But if you, that's a shame. Probably shouldn't have stuck him up quite so far with being such low HP. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain too much. So I need to pull him back. I'll probably have Gong, or let's see, 48. How much did you have? 85. Yeah, why not? All right. I said I was going to finish the Lyle thing, and I never did. It is a good idea if you can stand power leveling him up so high. Especially, what would be really bad, just waiting to 15, if we 14 or 15 wouldn't be as bad as waiting to 20, which a lot of people suggest you promote every one of your characters, and any character that you're going to bring towards the last fight in the game. You have to get them up to level 20 before you promote them to get the best stats out of them, which is ridiculous to me. Especially at this point in the game, like with Lyle. Lyle's supposed to be the best archer you get, but he starts out as level 8, and the fights that you get to use him in are not that easy to power level. And there's really not a whole lot of easy power leveling fights after that. I mean, like I said, there are a handful here and there, but a lot of them have forest or extremely strong enemy characters, to the point where even with the Elven Arrow, I doubt Alright, sorry about the cut anyway. Let me make sure he's the one who needs to be healed. I really don't need him to do any healing since I'm not going to take him with me in the game, but 27, 40. See, can he get up there to max? No. Henri doesn't need it. I guess I'll just keep him there for now. I won't have him heal anybody. That's all he's going to be used for now. He's not going to be used for anything else but healing at this point. 17. She'd kill that one. Maybe I could do a Blaze level 2 and not do a whole lot of damage, but weaken everyone, or weaken all of these people enough that some of my warriors or even some of my other mages can come in and do some damage. And if she deadly attacks a worm, that'll be wasted XP, but thankfully she didn't. And we still got her 48, so that's good. So where's Max at? 48. He can't reach anything but this worm, so I'll just have him kill this one. I do need to... I probably should have had Gong go ahead and heal Max, but... as long as I can kill all these people before that happens... that's okay. I thought that was a freeze level 1 for some reason. Wow, he missed an opportunity. Alright, let me see. I don't want to waste a heal 3 on Max. He really doesn't need it. He is in danger, but I think I believe I can kill all of them in this next turn. So I'm not too concerned with it, to be totally honest. I should have all of the... he's level 5. He doesn't need to attack anything anymore. You're almost level 5. Too many almost level 5s for me to comfortably say, okay, people, have someone attack something. I'll just keep him out of harm's way for now. Let me see. I was gonna say I didn't think they regained health, but I wasn't sure if they did or not. I'll have her attack and I'll have her kill the worm, and I'll have Gong and Luke sadly attack the other 2 enemies there. 13 and 8. He would kill. No, I need to take out the Master Mages. I was gonna try and save them for someone else because it's a lot of wasted XP. But there's nothing I can do about it. It's their turn. They're about to level up. Like I said, there ain't nothing I can do about it. Especially when you do a deadly attack of 34. Defense up. It seemed like he got the same stat increase. Luke may have got more speed though. I got 40. That's good. I'm kind of afraid he wasn't going to get that much XP from it, but the worms are still fairly new enemy types, and you can see this is where the knights will start to have trouble moving around. I do need to heal Diane before I move her out too far, because as I said, once I get into this mountain range here, new enemy type will begin to appear. Might as well, because I need to have crit. Well, I guess I should have Gong heal. Max and then had Chris heal Diane, but it doesn't really matter. I'll move Max back just so that Chris can reach him, and then I'll just start moving people into the mountains, and then we'll just go from there. Who needs to attack and all that. The next troop types are going to be very strong, so they're not going to be able to get. They're not going to be able to easily die, and that's why I was kind of apprehensive about having Max, or not Max, but Gort and Luke attack and kill the Master Mages, because someone like Diane or I don't think Chris could have killed. Well, maybe she does have that new staff. But you know, like Diane or Chris could have attacked and killed the Master Mages, and then I could have Luke or Gort attack the new troop types, which wouldn't have done that much damage to them, but that should have given them enough XP that they would have been able to level up off of that, and it wouldn't have been that much of a waste. But you know, it ended up like this, so I'm not going to complain too much. I'm not sure exactly where the trigger point for this is. I thought it might have been, maybe I'm not up high enough, or maybe it's just it is not their turn yet to appear. There we go. So you can see golems, and they will surround your troops. So if you have Xylo at this point still, he can move up, and you know, of course, any flying creatures can move up. So, and you can see they kind of build a defensive shield around the other enemies up near Dragonia. But Golem, HP of 17, attack of 28, defense of 28, movement of 4, and agility of 16. These can, well, at least if you have not properly leveled your people, yeah, you know, if you just promoted them at level 10, or even if you just now started promoting people, or just, you know, if you haven't been using them that much and you're just now promoting them, they can very. I guess that was a waste. And Blaze level becomes 4. Wow, this is actually the earliest I've ever gotten Blaze level 4 before. I usually don't get it until a lot later in the game. That's good. I'll just block for now. I don't want Tao to die. I need to get Henri up there and do some damage as well. We'll keep Gong there for now. Someone like Mei could come in here and do a little bit of damage. I don't think that would kill it, but I'll have her attack that one. That should give her enough XP as long as it doesn't miss. But okay, not what I was expecting, but we'll pull Domingo back. But if you if you haven't been properly leveling your people, the golems can one-shot all healers and mages. They may even be able to do it at this point, and you can see just how little damage they're taking from. See how much XP she has, 81. I can have her attack something rather than actually kill it, but you can see the defense that they have, and they do quickly evade from. It seems mostly archers, but pretty much everything. They pretty much quickly evade from everything. Not every single time, but you can see they're doing 4 points of damage to Mei, Gort. Surely they'll do a little bit of damage to Luke. Only 1, so I guess his defense is high enough. But that just kind of gives you an idea of how strong the golems are, and they're not really an enemy type that you need to leave lying around. You need to go ahead and kill them as quickly as possible with whoever you can, just so they don't end up killing a lot of your people, because they can very easily if you're not careful. I don't think this will do a whole lot of damage. If it does, it does. You know, I'll get him a little bit higher, but I just want to show off his new attack. So, pretty much useless. Once you promote him, his LP is pretty much useless. You know, pull you out of the way. I probably should move you back, but see, I still have people like Diane who need to level up, Max, Henri, but I guess I'll just start doing damage and killing whoever I can. I doubt, I'm not even sure if Luke could kill. Yeah, that ain't too bad. So, at least I know they can do quite a bit of damage to, not that, we'll equip the, there we go. That should do a little bit more damage. I hope. Unless he dodges. He usually seems to dodge from knights most, as, you know, spears and archers. For the most part, that's usually what they will dodge the most from, but really they have a chance to dodge from anything. Well, I'll have Henri at freeze, or I think freeze magic does not work very well against golems, so it might just be best to use blaze. Even though I do have freeze level 3, I'll just use, well, I don't think Bolt would be able to kill him. We haven't seen it yet, and we're almost towards the end of the battle, so I'll go ahead and use Bolt level 1. So it is an electricity spell. As I said, it is the strongest of these spells, but it does cost the most. I probably shouldn't have had her do all that, but it is what it is. And now she's sadly falling back, but let me see. She could just do 1 point of damage to it. That would help. There we go. Now and there we go. So that's the way you want to try and do. Try to deal, you know, give out XP to someone who is almost on the verge of leveling up. Is if you just try to do the least amount of damage as possible, so that you're not wasting a whole lot, especially for someone who could benefit from that XP that you just pretty much wasted. Now, Max should be able to attack this one. I was kind of concerned that he was not going to be able to attack anything once his turn came around, but thankfully he will be. And thankfully, Domingo is the one that the enemies are going after. You know, he's taking 1 point of damage, so I'm not concerned at all about him dying. Let me see. I wonder if she'll be able to hit that one. And she'll be able to kill it. So do with just 7. So that ain't too bad. And there we go. So defense up and HP is up. That's always good. Yeah, I've never had that much XP this stage of the game either. 46. So that's always useful. So I don't think anyone really needs to be healed too much. Maybe Ernest, but I'll just hold off. Surprised Max hasn't gotten a turn in a little while. Yeah, we don't need you to attack. We'll just keep you right there. Probably could have Domingo go ahead and kill this guy. Go ahead and get him to level up off of it. So I guess freeze magic does work pretty well on them. I guess they're weak to all forms of magic, which is useful. So it really doesn't matter. I don't think they have a weakness per se. They're like one spell is stronger than another. I think if it was that case, I believe it would be Bolt would work best, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I really don't know. what works best on golems. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and have Ernest attack if he can actually hit it. There we go. So it's good to get that out of the way. And I can just focus on healing who I need to, and we'll just start moving up. Do need to be careful though of that Master Mage with freeze level 2. I'll start moving people who need to be healed down around Chris. Wow, that's actually quite a bit of people who needs to be healed. Might need to have Gong heal some people as well. I'd hate to waste the I'd hate to waste the time taking 3 turns just to heal. Well, actually, it'd be more than 3 turns, but just with this group of people, I'd hate to waste 3 turns trying to heal them all when it's not really necessary. So I'll just have Gong heal who I need to. I'm not, Gort right now. It's not really that much of a concern. I'm more worried about the Dullahan. He can do quite a bit of damage, even to Gort or Luke. So you definitely need to be very careful. I don't think I can. I don't think I can hit with Blaze level 4. But if you do notice, it does only cost 8 MP, so that is very useful. But it is the weakest of the 4 spells, so it's kind of makes sense why it would cost the least. But Blaze level 4 is definitely a very powerful spell. I mean, we've already seen that Blaze level 3 is a very powerful spell, but also Blaze level but Blaze level 4 is an even more powerful spell, and I believe it's a single target spell. So you've seen that with the level 1 spells. You really don't see that too often with level 2 spells, higher level spells. And it ain't gonna benefit anybody, so I'll just go ahead and use it real quick. And so the fireballs, you see 34 points of damage. The flame that shoots out of the ground is bigger, and the fireballs are a lot bigger as well. Oh, this is dangerous, very, very dangerous. But I don't. Oh no, wait, the Dullahan will move. I can't do that just. I can't do that just yet. I really need to take out that Master Mage, to be totally honest. Let me see. That should help, as long as he doesn't kill anybody. And as you can see, the High Priest is just a reskinned Dark Priest. It was just yellow instead of red. Crap, I'm sitting here holding Henri back because she needs to be healed, and I should have just went ahead and used Gong to do it, and I could have had her move up more. Again, I'm just worried about really both of the artilleries and the Master Mage. The Dullahan to a degree, but I can move like Domingo or Max up there and try to draw the Dullahan away from doing too much damage, so he does not need to attack. You do, though. So move him into position. Diane definitely needs to, so I'll have her take out the artillery, and then I could have Max move in and do damage wherever possible. So the High Priest will heal himself, as I figured he would, and as I said, he will use the highest spell possible, and you see it does cost 20, so, but he does heal quite a bit. So that's always very useful. Oh, this is stupid. I swear this is stupid, but What, that Master Mage healed itself? Crap. Okay. Probably should have saved it before doing this, just in case it backfires on me, but maybe I can bum rush the Dullahan. And Max is asleep. Really? I had forgotten that the Master Mages, I think even the Dark Mages can put people to sleep, if I'm not mistaken. And so this is one of those rare cases where you just need to have everyone attack an enemy. Well, the Dullahan is one of those types of enemies. Need to get Diane up there as soon as possible. Ah, really? So you see the High Priests have the ability to do 2 4s and then a 3, and then they're pretty much useless. Ooh, wow. And so you can see why I was concerned with the Dullahan. Alright, we'll have that should be enough. And that's why it is a good idea to bring 2 healers, even if you're not going to use one of them as much as as much as some of them, or is the other one. But it's still definitely a very good idea to go ahead and bring it anyway. Now I hate to do I'll just put her into position, and the sleep spell ends. Max wakes up. It's good, but could be better. 65. I'd love to kill that High Priest, but I really don't know who to do it with. Pretty much everyone's almost level 6, except for May. May needs to move up, and so does Henri. Well. Do as much damage as we can to it. Anyway, I don't know if I don't even know if I'd be able to kill it. So that's good. And I can just hold him back in the next fight until he is needed. And now I hate to have have too many people level up right now when other people need the XP more than these people do, but I need to go ahead and get people to level up to 6. Whoever can level up needs to go ahead and level up to 6, so that I can then for the next fight, because as I believe I mentioned, it is a boss fight of sorts. It's another Runefaust general fight, so that's going to be very tough, and I'm going to need to have all of my strongest people ready to attack it, whenever they can, and I can't waste time trying to share XP, and I really can't go into that fight having a lot of weak people, so I need to go ahead and level everyone up who needs I need to go ahead and level up my strongest people and whoever can level up. But that's for the next video. There is no, okay, well, doesn't matter. This is the battle video. We'll do everything in Dragonia we need to in the next video. So thank you for watching. Next time we'll go to Dragonia and see what's going on there. So until then, later everyone.